Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We have grown to over 1,000 followers here on YouTube, and it's because of you, and I'm so grateful. The video about how to stop dressing down to make other people feel comfortable did so well. Y'all loved it, and y'all were commenting under the video. Y'all were giving me tips on what I should talk about next. Everyone was sharing their experiences, and I love that community situation that we had under that video. Sometimes I scroll through those comments just to feel good inside. I am super excited that you all are here, and I hope I am giving you as much as you're giving me. I have a lot of life transitions happening. Things are changing, so I'm going to try to be as consistent as possible with YouTube. I have so many ideas, and I have so many different things that I want to talk about. Please bear with me as I take baby steps to the better and bigger version of myself, and be patient with me because I'm going to try to be as consistent as possible, because that is a part of my New Year's resolutions. Today we have a new video. Today we are talking about confidence. We're talking about dressing for confidence in the ways that fashion and style and the way you dress can impact your self-esteem. When I think back to who I was as a child, I will say confidence was a big part of that. Confidence was always there. I was raised by confident people. That's just kind of how the structure was with me growing up. But I will say that I think a huge part of my confidence, or a thing that has wildly influenced my confidence, has been my relationship to fashion and style. I have a lot to say, and I'm really excited to talk about this, so let's get into it. There is deep psychology behind how clothing influences mood and behavior. Whether it's something you are cognitively aware of or from a subconscious perspective, you move different, navigate different, you treat other people differently because of what they're wearing, and you navigate the world differently based on what you're wearing. Wearing certain clothes or seeing certain clothes on other people can absolutely influence you, the way you see them, the way you show up. I think this is so true, and I'm not a researcher or a psychologist, but I know what I know what I know. And I know this to be true. When you look good, you feel good. And those things are always going to be interlinked. So we're just going to talk about ways that fashion and style will impact your confidence. Number one is going to be fit. Wearing clothing that fits your body properly will absolutely influence comfort and thus influence confidence. It is hard to be confident when you're uncomfortable. Not only does it improve your confidence, it also improves your posture when your clothing is tailored for your body. I also don't think that comfortable clothing means that you have to compromise style. I think sometimes people think that. They think that to be comfortable, they can't be stylish, and you can absolutely be the two of them. But it has to be an intentional effort. Sometimes I also think people think that comfort means carelessness. You can be intentional and comfortable and create a stylish outfit. It doesn't even have to be stylish, but intentional while being comfortable. You don't have to neglect intentionality. When I think about people like Beyonce, people like Sierra, people like Zendaya, really any celebrity, any entertainer, any woman who has a really nice fit on, when you see them on the red carpet, even when they're having a street style moment, you'll notice that these women are not adjusting themselves. You don't see them moving around, shuffling their outfit and fixing things all throughout the night. That's why the it girls are the it girls. Lori Harvey is Lori Harvey for multiple reasons. Hello. I think a lot has to do with the look and the fact that she's comfortable in her outfit and she's not adjusting things all night. It will plummet your confidence if you have to adjust yourself all night. Something as simple as wearing an uncomfortable heel that you haven't broken in yet. You know, you just have to shuffle a bit. You look uncomfortable. You look uncomfortable. What I'm not saying is that you should be hyperfixated on your outfit the whole night. What I am saying is that if you exist from a place of foresight, that foresight can really help you to minimize the amount of attention you give your outfit throughout the night. Next, we're going to talk about the role of color and the effect that has on your confidence. I don't know what it is about the color red, but if I put on a red dress or red lip, the confidence is through the roof. You can't tell me nothing. I know some people have a different color. A lot of people love black and feel their best in black. But for me, it's the reds. Even yellow sometimes. I feel very confident in yellow. Very free, very lifted in yellow. I used to use black as my neutral. Then I started looking into my undertones. I started looking into color theory, color psychology, not color psychology, color analysis. And I realized I'm really a brown girl when it comes to my neutral. So I am obsessed now. Instead of black, I try to reach for browns. I love a chocolate. I love a mocha. I love a brown chestnut situation. I think it's such a beautiful neutral. Black feels so flat. It absorbs so much color. Brown emits warmth. And also it goes better with my undertones. It makes sense to wear brown as opposed to black as my neutrals. It's just more compatible with me. I think certain colors boost your mood and boost the way that other people receive you. I remember when I worked in corporate America, whenever I would wear the navies, plum, black, I would just have a different experience than when I were to wear a yellow to the office. When I wore yellow to the office, people just perceived me differently. They would talk to me longer. They would have conversations at the water cooler with me. People would say stuff. Their face would light up. It's like if you're a dog owner, people see your dog first and assume you're a good person because you have the dog. They were excited I was wearing yellow. I came across as possibly nicer, more joyous, and more happy. I'm sure there's some microaggressions in there. I'm sure there are, but that's not what this video is about. So in some ways, if I needed a good reaction from someone, I would wear lighter colors, pinks, mint, yellow. I'm not mad at the girlies using color psychology to their advantage and manipulating the situation to get what they need. I'm not mad at that at all. I think it makes sense to understand color psychology so that you can dress for the situations that you're going to be in to get the more desirable outcomes. Knowing your style personality, knowing who you are from a style perspective, what is inherently you. There's so many layers to this. I think number one, it's easier to be comfortable in your style when you've identified your style personality. If you're confused every time you look at your closet and you have the rocker girl, the romantic girl over here, you have the glam girl over here, and there's nothing wrong to be all of these, because I don't believe that we at all are one thing at what phase of our life. We are multifaceted. You can be all of these things, but sometimes we open the closet, we're confused and we don't know how to find our true personal style DNA. And it just can be overwhelming. Whereas the girl who opens her closet sees her options and she pulls the appropriate pieces to make a unique outfit that resonates with her style DNA, which can encompass different style archetypes. I hope that made sense. I have been on my style journey for what feels like years, and I'm still refining what feels authentic to me. I am in the later part of my 20s now, and as I go into my 30s, I still find myself turning the knobs on my style, changing what I find to be interesting, changing what I choose to shop for, changing what I reach for when I'm at the stores. I'm still evolving it. I've gone through so many style stages that help refine my style today. If you want me to do a video about the stages of my style, because y'all, it's so many stages. I actually work in fashion too, and I studied fashion in school, so I feel like it's more layered than somebody who kind of got out of college or got to the later part of their 20s and decided they wanted to dress different. Mine started in the 99 and the 2000s. I've been here for a long time. If you want a video about my style journey, let me know in the comments, because I actually have photos from every era and I actually kind of want to tell this story. That's why I support younger people going through different style journeys and not growing up too fast. If you grow up too fast, you skip all the eras where you're trying out things. Once you get to a certain age, people look at you differently if you're trying certain trends at 50 or at the later part of your 30s. Like, girl, you should have did that when you were a teenager. I'm not saying I'm judging it, but I understand the world. I understand the world perceives certain people, particularly women of color. I understand it. So I understand that there is a different era for everything. If you don't do it when you're younger, waiting till you're older to have a certain journey is just, it's a different experience. And also, once you get older, you know so much that it's even harder to have the journey from a place of childlike freedom and childlike exploration. So I really do support young girls going through their style journey, trying different aesthetics and experimenting with their hair, experimenting with their style, with the different brands they shop with. I'm so here for it. Let the girlies live within reasonable means. Let the girlies live. Experimenting with fashion helps people figure out what they like and what makes them feel the best. Because that's important. Not just what you like, what likes you back, what feels like a divine pair as far as fashion and style is considered. You don't know those things unless you have something else to compare it to. If you've had the same style at the age of 13 all the way into adulthood, you don't really have anything to compare it to what makes you feel better or what makes you feel not so good. That whole journey, the picture must be painted. Owning your unique style helps boost your sense of self, even if the unique style that you're owning is just for that moment. So the style that I had at 17, owning that thoroughly helps me to feel more confident and boosts my self-esteem for the next stage at 23. If I own that moment and learn what makes me feel good in that era, the next stage is going to be better. Each stage is compounding on self-esteem because you're leaning into who you are and you're allowed to change, pivot, figure out what works for you, decide what doesn't work for you, get that out of your life. I love that. That helps your confidence because you're compounding on your self-esteem. You're leaning into yourself at every stage and you're not ridiculing or shunning a version of yourself. Sometimes I follow a lot of people on TikTok, on Instagram, and some of them I find that they will evolve into a new sense of style, maybe something a little bit more elaborate, maybe something a little bit more expensive, a little bit more refined, maybe more polished. They'll look at their younger self and be like, ew, I dressed like this, I didn't like when I dressed like that, and essentially talk down on themselves. There's no need to look at your previous self and make her feel bad. You had that decision at that time for the mindset that you had. It is what it is. You can embrace her, love her, and still embrace this new version of you. There's space for both of them to live. Two things can be true at once. You are no longer her, but you still love her. I think that's how I know when people have confidence issues, when they can't accept the previous versions of themselves and they look at that girl or the previous version of themselves and are so mean and negative towards her, being negative towards that version of themselves and not being able to just take her on the journey because now she's a different woman now and she's dressing different. It's important that we honor all previous versions of ourselves and our style, and that will absolutely boost your confidence for the next version of you. 1000%. Now, as I said, I do like to see young girls experiment with different versions of their style, but when it comes to fashion icons, I'm sorry, but if you're in your 20s, you can't have the title. You can be a stylish girl, but you can't actually be an icon until you're like to a certain stage of life. The next thing that will absolutely change your confidence in your wardrobe is investing in quality, not quantity. Stay with me. There is so much confidence in reaching for an item that has stood the test of time. Knowing that it's going to fit you right. This is the one I wear all the time. These are the boots that always look good. There's something about wearing an item that is a praying grandma. You know what I'm saying? She's seasoned. She's been here before. She knows the lay of the land. She knows what she's doing. She's Olivia Pope in clothing form. And the reality is you can't have that feeling with items that disintegrate after every wash. You can't have it. It's not a real thing. It does not exist. One is going to stand the test of time and the other one just might not. I'm very intentional about looking at fabric content more than I was in my youth. I was a polyester princess back in the day. I have so much polyester in my closet that I bought when I was just mindlessly shopping. I got my first cashmere sweater recently and it changed my life. I got it from a place called Le Marshalls. Yes, absolutely. And when I tell y'all, this sweater is the coziest thing I've ever worn. I used to think that my sweaters kept me warm until I wore a cashmere sweater. And I said, oh, my sweaters weren't doing what I thought they were doing. When I wear that sweater, I'm reminded of the difference between this cashmere sweater and all of the acrylic plastic sweaters I've worn before. The sweater actually feels rich, so I feel rich wearing the sweater. So now I'm navigating the world from a place of abundance, from a place of richness, and now I'm attracting riches. It all trickles into one another. I know it to be true. During my time in living in New York, I started going to so many sample sales. I was being able to get these really good quality pieces at a good price. So I was able to learn what quality items look and feel like. If you are somebody who's previously shopped a lot of fast fashion pieces and then you begin wearing high quality items, you can literally feel the difference. The items are constructed completely differently. There's so much intentionality behind the construction of these items, and it absolutely impacts your confidence because you're wearing items that actually are here to support you. It's like the clothing is on your side in a very different way. I don't know how to explain that, but wearing quality clothing absolutely is going to impact your confidence. The next thing that will severely impact your confidence, coming to the function underdressed. It's nothing that is going to ruin my confidence more than coming to the function underdressed. Now, I will say this rarely happens, but it has happened before, and I missed the opportunity to step on next. You know, because the wardrobe was miscommunicated. Understanding the dress code and showing up appropriately will change your confidence in the way you're navigating a space. Now, this does require planning and foresight, but like I said in my other video, if you do show up to the function and you're underdressed or you're overdressed, the people will adjust. They're going to adjust. The initial realization that you got the dress code wrong will be a speed bump to your confidence. You can't let it rule you now, but people are going to adjust to you. But I prefer you not to get the dress code wrong. Let's be intentional about looking at that dress code and planning appropriately, because it's not fun. Okay, next is going to be wearing your power pieces. Well, first we have to define what is a power piece. It's different for everybody, but for me, I put this piece on and you never have to question my confidence ever again. Ever again. Because I'm wearing this piece, and this piece gives me satisfaction, safety, wholeness, confidence. When I was younger, I developed this obsession with wearing blazers. So blazers was the power piece for me. Any type of outerwear that had this refined element to it, I loved it. I'm going to put some pics of me from high school and college. Because the obsession was deep. I used to think I was in prep school or something. Like I was supposed to go to school with the girlies on the Upper East Side on Gossip Girl. Comedy, y'all. Not even comedy. It was just, that was a part of my style aesthetic, my style DNA. It's still something very important to me till this day. There's something about a lapel that just sits right with me. When we talk about power pieces, this is one of my power pieces. This boiler suit, this denim jumpsuit is something I have owned since college. I love a jumpsuit. How cute is she? Pockets, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Love the color. Love that it's a relaxed silhouette. You know, it's not like a constricting denim. I've had this for years. No matter what I'm doing, I still feel refined because I have lapels involved. I will never get rid of this. One of the greatest purchases I've ever made. When it comes to power pieces, they don't have to make you feel powerful or strong. They could make you feel soft. They could make you feel feminine. They could make you feel elegant. Your power piece, you can decide what the power you're getting from it is. Sometimes I'll dress a particular way if I want to feel more feminine, or if I want to feel more relaxed, if I want to feel at ease. I'm going to wear something different than when I want to feel in control, suited and booted. It's going to be a different piece depending on how I want to feel. Wearing your power pieces or favorite pieces can help you feel in control. Whereas you're wearing something new, maybe you haven't worn a lot, you're wearing something that's a little bit uncomfortable, maybe something that's not broken in enough. Maybe you're going to a job interview, first day of work, you're going to a conference, you're going to speak to a bunch of people. If you're wearing something that you feel comfortable and safe in when you're in a realm or an experience that might be new, fresh, or not comfortable and maybe not safe for you mentally, then it helps to wear comfortable pieces, because this is my safety net. So I'm okay with that, as opposed to wearing something that you never wore before. You know what I'm saying? Like breaking in the outfit when the stakes are too high. We don't want to do that. Next, we have to talk about self-care, grooming. Very important. Hygiene, grooming, self-care. All of those things can help make you feel more confident in your outfit. Also boosts your self-esteem and pulls the outfit together. You can't tell me it doesn't. I remember one night a long time ago, I had this clothing haul from Nasty Gal. My sister came in the room. I was trying on the clothes and none of them looked good on me. I was like, what's wrong? This is so ugly. So she looked at me and she was like, girl, you probably just need to do your hair and makeup. I was too young to just look at the outfit and say, okay, this fits. I like the color. Psychologically, that didn't resonate with me. Lo and behold, the next day I tried that same pieces of clothing on with my hair and makeup done, and they were cute. I said, you know what? Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Hair and makeup makes the outfit. It just puts a little razzmatazz on it. And they make the clothes actually look better, in my personal opinion. It's a full picture we're painting. We're not just looking at the carburetor, looking at the windshield, looking at the windshield wipers in the trunk. No, we're looking at the full car. Whether you like it or not, grooming and personal hygiene will absolutely help to pull that outfit together. Skincare is like a foundation before your makeup, the same way undergarments are like a foundation before you put on your clothes. If your skin looks good underneath your makeup and you've taken care of yourself from an inside out perspective, that also helps with your confidence, because you know once you take the makeup off, once you take the outfit off, you still like what's happening underneath. So just like undergarments, skincare and makeup will put the cherry on top of a fantastic outfit. The next thing in regards to your style that will absolutely improve your confidence and self-esteem is body and positivity and empowerment. A huge part of confidence has a lot to do with acceptance. Accepting what you can't change and taking responsibility to the parts that you absolutely can change. I think accepting your body shape, learning your body shape, and dressing for your body shape will foster confidence in your overall outfit. There's been times when I wore things that didn't resonate with my body type, they didn't resonate with my style essence, and subconsciously that lowered my confidence because I knew something wasn't right. I knew there needed to be some adjustments, but I couldn't put my finger on it because I just wasn't there yet mentally. I couldn't understand what didn't resonate. And really the idea is to focus on what you love about your body and highlight those things through your clothing. And yes, I do have resources for you to learn more about your body type and how to style your body type for an overall balanced and cohesive look. I have 5 different ebooks for each body type. The bell body type, which is going to be the pear body type, the column body type, very similar to the rectangle body type, the diamond body type, which is reminiscent of the inverted triangle body type, the apple body type, and the hourglass body type. Find out which body type you are and learn how to style yourself for this new year. At the end of the day, I see dressing your best as a form of self-care because you increase your self-confidence and your self-esteem by default. It all comes together. And I think this new year is such a good time, y'all, to re-explore your wardrobe and really prioritize feeling good in your clothing. Prioritize not being overwhelmed when you look at your closet. And I think whether we like to believe it or not, subconsciously, so many of us use fashion as a means of survival and as a like armor. But it could really also be used as a celebration of your individuality and a celebration of the love that you have for yourself. Confidence is really something that you need to be cultivating inside of you, and fashion, style, clothing is just a tool to help you enhance the confidence you already have within yourself. Right? We still need a foundation of confidence. I never want you to come to my platform and think that you're just going to put on a nice dress and now be the most confident person in the world. Insecurities are going to go away. Absolutely not. Confidence is something that you have to cultivate within yourself. You have to remember that fashion is only going to unlock greater levels of self-love that you have already planted within yourself. Fashion is means for building on the foundation that you already have. Fashion can't create the foundation. Fashion is not the foundation. The foundation has to be in you, not on you. Hello? And we're going to leave it with that. What's been your experience dressing different and how that's impacted your confidence? Because you can't tell me that they are not interlinked. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you got to the end, please know I like you. I like you a lot. You can go ahead and subscribe, comment, let me know what you want to see next, and have the most fabulous new year because you deserve it. Bye.